Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Regarding the Holy Qur'an, the misconception I'd like to bring into discussion today relates to the blessings of reading Surah JINN. Now, there is a narrative in Al-Wasit, which is Wahid's Tafsir, which records these blessings, and a very similar one which is also found in Saleem's Tafsir. Now, both of them are reported by Ubay ibn Ka'b radhiyallahu anhu from the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. However, both of them are extremely weak. But before a comment is made on their chains of narration, let me read out its text before you, which is found in Al-Wasit. The words are: Man qara surat al-jinn kana lahu bi'adad kulli jinnin saddaqa Muhammadin sallallahu alaihi wasallam wa kazzaba bihi itqu raqaba. So the words are, the translation goes like this, that every person who reads or recites Surah Jinn, he shall be rewarded with the reward of liberating one slave for every jinn who corroborated Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam's prophethood, who professed faith in him, and for every jinn who rejected him. For each of these personnel, he shall be given the reward of liberating, which is the reward which is given to a person for liberating a single slave. Now, this narrative is found in Al-Wasit. Now, as far as its weakness is concerned, it is because of the fact that in its chain of narration there exists two personnel. One of them is Harun ibn Kasir, who is regarded to be majhul by Abu Hatim, and the other one is Salam ibn Sulaim al-Madaini, about whom Hafiz Mizzi has recorded the following comments from various Rijal authorities. Yahya ibn Ma'in says, Laysa bishay. And another opinion which he says about him is Za'ifun la yuktabu hadithuhu. And Muhammad bin Abdullah bin Ammar al-Mawsili says Laysa bi hujja. And Ibrahim bin Yaqub al-Juzjani says Ghayru siqa. Abu Zura and Abu Hatim regard him to be Za'if. And Imam Bukhari, Imam Nasai, and Abdul Rahman bin Yusuf bin Kharash say that he is matruk, which has been abandoned. Another opinion of Imam Nasai is Laysa bi siqa wa la yuktabu hadithuhu. And Abu Qasim al-Bughwi says Za'iful hadith jiddan. And another opinion of Abdul Rahman bin Yusuf bin Kharash is about him is Kazzab, that he's a great liar. Now, as far as Saleem's tafsir is concerned, the weakness in this chain of narration lies, which records his narrative, is that there is a narrator called Nafil ibn Rakim, who is an unknown narrator. He's majhul, and we have no knowledge of him. And the other weakness which is found in this narrative is that it contains Nuh ibn Abi Maryam, and about whom various Rijal authorities have commented variously. Thus, for example, Yahya ibn Ma'in says, Laysa bishay wa la yuktabu hadithuhu. And Abu Zura says, Za'iful hadith. And Imam Muslim, Abu Hatim, and Abu Bashr al-Dulabi says, including Daraqutni, all of them say he's matrukul hadith. And similarly, another opinion which Imam Bukhari is reported to have said about him is that he is munkarul hadith, and at another place his words are zahibul hadith. Similarly, Imam Nasai says he is laysa bisiqa wala ma'mun, and at another place his words are laysa bisiqa wala yuktabu hadithuhu. And similarly, Hafiz Abu Abdullah Nisapuri al-Hakim says that he is guilty of fabricating narratives regarding the blessings of reading the Quran, and this narrative, of course, is one of them. So this is what Abu Abdullah al-Hakim al-Nisaburi says. And similarly, there is another narrative, another opinion ascribed to Ibn Hibban, and he says that he has gathered, and the Nuh ibn Maryam has gathered everything in his books except the truth. So this is what the words of Ibn Hibban are. So on the basis of this information, of course, this narrative too cannot be regarded to be correctly ascribed. And not only the fact that Nafil ibn Rakim and Nuh ibn Maryam are present in this narrative, which of course inflicted with some serious weaknesses, but also there is another person called Ali ibn Zayd ibn Jud'an, who is also present in this chain of narration. And about him, Hafiz Mizzi has recorded the following information from various Rijal authorities. So, for example, Ibn Sa'd says, فِيهِ زُعْفَ لَا يُحْتَجُّ بِهِ. Similarly, Ahmed ibn Hanbal has various opinions to express about him, and among them are Laysa bil Qawi, Laysa bil Shay, and Za'iful Hadith. All these three opinions are of Ahmed ibn Hanbal regarding Ali ibn Zayd ibn Jud'an. Similarly, Yahya ibn Ma'in also has various and multiple opinions about him, and among them are Laysa bizak al Qawi, Za'if, Za'ifun fi kulli shay, Laysa bi shay, and Laysa bi siqa. And Ibrahim ibn Yaqub al-Juzjani says he is Wahil Hadith, Za'if, and La yuhtajju bihi. And Abu Zura says that he is Laysa bil Qawi. So in the basis of this information, we can say that this narrative too is absolutely baseless and cannot be correctly ascribed to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. It has three weaknesses. It has Nafil ibn Rakim, about whom we have no information. It has Nuh ibn Maryam, about whom I just read out the various comments of our Rijal authorities. And it also has Ali ibn Zayd ibn Jud'an, who similarly has these weaknesses. And the only addition which is found in this narrative, in the text of this narrative, is that it contains the words bikulli shaitan. The words, of course, in the case of Al-Wasit only had kulli jinn, all types of jinn which professed faith in Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam or rejected him. We have an addition of the word shaitan. So every devil which is included in this narrative would be that every devil who professed faith in Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam or rejected him. So in place of every such devil, the person who recites Surah Jinn, he will be rewarded with a reward which is given to a person who liberates a slave. So all in all, we can say that these narratives are baseless. They have absolutely, their ascription to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is extremely weak. In the case of Al-Wasit's narrative, Hafiz ibn Hajar has said it is concocted, it is fabricated. And the best way to reap the blessings of reading any surah of the Quran, including Surah Jinn, of course, is to have a living relationship with that surah by understanding its message, by communicating its message to others, and by acting upon it. أقول قولي هذا واستغفر الله لي ولكم ولسائر المسلمين والمسلمات.